Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday for authentic conversations and sharing experiences on The Brunch. For entertainment, join our Drive Time crew on Mondays for international and national sport updates. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays on The Drive with The Vibe for entertainment news and celebrity gossip. On Thursdays, entrepreneurship and mentoring. And to get you started for the weekend with top trending songs on the DJ's Vibe every Friday. All this from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy your Saturdays on the Fun Box from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for laughter, relaxation, and family moments. And no, we do not forget the little ones. Bedtime stories at 8 p.m. We measure our success by how we wow our customers and listening audience. Stay tuned, for this is Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Mama, you don't sew me clothes? Mama!
Yes.
What did you they do?
I don't sew the skirt though. Now just the top from now left.
What do you mean by not sew the skirt? Mama, service don't start and they keep us saying
Give me
that.
25 minutes, man. I just the top number. Wait.
Mama, I don't get time.
Wait, 25 minutes. Now I don't.
Lights don't go.
Okay, mommy, you know waiting lights don't go. So wait, I won't go quick up like this junction. I might go buy headset to put on.
Mama,
Give me 30 minutes. Give me 30 minutes and they can't quick.
Enter agent on Sunday. But you not get free money.
I feel money.
Give me your meter number.
Oh,
You dey pay me money back.
what do you mean? 00.
Don't let lights out affect your work. Use AfriMoney to buy top up for your EDSA meter. Dial *161 *2 *1 # now and top up your EDSA meter anytime, any day.
Ah, mommy, the lights don't come. I feel money now magic, mommy. Mommy, you tough, mommy. You kind of there.
Mama, make look.
AfriMoney, quick and easy.
Happy Silver Jubilee Local Commercial Bank. Bank of choice. Alsi Bank, we are stronger than ever. Give them money.
From 1999 to 2024, we don't the present. We don't follow and grab, they don't enough. Look now we they lead them. Local Commercial Bank, the bank of choice number one at the country. Number one at the country. Usabi OSA, sit couple day, open account now we bank today, we get paid, couple card, Visa card for you day to day. Management and staff, keep it safe, you money safe, keep it go life, you go grab and where get you back. They say from boutique, they bending all the go. In all the go. They say family think they bet. In not the bro.
From eastern to western, now we the people and defend. From Freetown to letter, if I'm taking not depend. From Barclays Bank, now Local Commercial Bank. Now we na master sabi, now we the top the charts. Experience it. 25 years, not to 25 days. Internet
spending all the go. In all the go. They say family think the bet.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music. It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Hey you! Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday for authentic conversations and sharing experiences on The Brunch. For entertainment, join our Drive Time crew on Mondays for international and national sport updates, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on The Drive with The Vibe for entertainment news and celebrity gossip, on Thursdays, entrepreneurship and mentoring, and to get you started for the weekend with top trending songs on the DJ's Vibe every Friday. All this from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy your Saturdays on the Fun Box from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for laughter, relaxation, and family moments. And no, we do not forget the little ones. Bedtime stories at 8 p.m. We measure our success by how we wow our customers and listening audience. Stay tuned, for this is Radio Fry on 97.1 FM.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Hello and welcome again to this week's episode of The Brunch on Radio 5.1 FM. I am a bit excited today because last week
Okay.
I missed you.
You miss me? Oh.
I did. But we all do. So I know even the listeners or people view. Oh, where is this lady? So we are here again with another episode of The Brunch, and today we are talking about expect the unexpected.
Dun dun. You need to make a like then Nigerian film there. Dun dun. Expect the unexpected. Exactly.
So maybe we'll be doing some unexpected things today. But you are welcome, and we missed you all during the weekend. But we are back for this week's episode on your favorite radio station.
It better be.
It better be.
This by force, it better be.
By force, Radio 5. And before going further, we'll be going for our verse for today. And it's on Proverbs 19:21, which says, many are the plans in a man's heart. Many, but could say.
Oh.
But it is the Lord's purpose that prevails.
I will. Now did the game end.
Many go plan So over to you for the quote for today.
Yes, indeed. The quote is coming from Dennis Whitley, and he says, "Expect the best, plan for the worst, and prepare to be surprised." Basically, like if you want to know like the journey in life, this quote says it all, because most of us, we're always surprised.
Yeah.
And you should never be surprised. Mr. Whitley says, you have to be prepared to be surprised, and you have to plan for the worst. And only expect the best.
But how? So from the worst, from all that is happening, that is bad. Still expect.
Of course. No, I said, but plan for the worst.
Yeah.
So you expect great things, but you plan that it might go wrong. And so you lower your expectations down. And then you also have to be prepared for surprise, because sometimes you might depend on somebody, or lean on somebody, or require somebody. And then they fail you. And then you can't be like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that this person's going to. No, you should be prepared for that.
Yeah, true. So as we said, today we're talking about expect the unexpected, but I'm here. I am your host, Mary Croman Hill. So
Brigitte Dalton to say.
And we have two wonderful guests. Today na square balance, two versus two men and women. So over to you.
For fruitful sessions. Therefore.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning, listeners. I'm Jonathan Jiwil Kagbo. It's a pleasure to be here, and I know it's going to be something more fun. And, I know we're going to get to know a lot of things by the end of this program.
Yeah,
Thank you.
boys.
And we're looking forward to learning
from you,
from
like
the two of you.
things you have gone through. And people want to know, because some people, they are just, and maybe no more bad thing that happen to like this life. They don't know what others are going through. So you get to hear all those stories. But we want to, before going into all that, I want to tell you what it means to expect the unexpected. And mostly it means accepting the fact that there will be a surprise along the way, and things cannot be controlled, and things might go out of control. And don't be surprised when random or those unusual events occur. And it's a powerful mindset. You should have it here that even though I'm going to the office, or I'm going to work, maybe along the way coming to the office, something might happen, and I should not be surprised that those things happen. And people most times get off balance because they're always saying that things should be perfect. Like my life should be perfect. I've planned from 25 before I get to 25, things should happen. I should be married. I should have children. I should have kids, and things might just happen. Maybe you have kids at 22, in fact, and you are not even married, and it's unexpected, and you feel like life is so unfair to me. I'm not prepared for. I wasn't ever prepared for this, and they just get off balance and sit and relax. But we are here to tell you, you should be prepared that things might just happen. As the verse says, even though we plan, but it's God's will that will prevail. And it continues to say, it's also it's not disastrous expecting the unexpected. It might not even be negative all the time. It might be you planning to study in Sierra Leone and you just have a scholarship to go study elsewhere. So it might not always be, may person not say this, they can't talk now. But you don't want to expect. Okay, there's more expect the unexpected. Okay, so I don't plan this good thing. I might just left and I got him really prevail. Maybe now that thing that can happen where it not go positively affect me life. I don't know if I go and talk anything around that.
Yes, certainly. So for me, when I look at the topic further, I'm looking at a lens from the public speaking angle, because as a public speaker and a coach, and also a founder of the Anti-Closure Academy, there are a lot of things that do occur whenever a speaker are prepared to perform a speech or deliver presentations, right? So there are a couple of things I will mention. So the first one could be a late start. Let's say, for an instant, you be at the event very early, then of course the participants or the audience are not even yet there, right? So that will forcefully automatically drain down your energy, right? Then the other one could be you receiving questions from the audience unexpectedly. Let's say, for an instance, the actual questions that you never expect to be.
It's not even part of your speech.
Like you start bracing, is it time for me to possibly disgrace myself or something else? These are all some of the things that may precipitate. But however, as a speaker, there are a couple of things you should put into place. You should learn to be flexible, expect the uncertainty. There are a lot of things we will call certainty, right? And one of the things again that may occur as a speaker whenever you are faced with such a challenge or unexpected situation is the fact that you should know your stuff material in and out. Let's say for an instance, again, it could boil down to questions. It could boil down to possibly technical failure. Let's say you are utilizing a projector or prompter. There's something else happened with that. How are you going to cope? Are you going to say, you know what, let's wait till we have power again? No, time is of great significance. So you want to ensure that even when there's no power or when there's no projector, you are level enough to deliver your speech or presentation. So yes.
What about on a personal level?
Yeah, life.
Yes. So,
Because like even for whatever you've decided to do, I don't know what your choice has been. I hear public speaking a lot, but like in terms of your own personal plans,
as individuals,
did you have the mindset of expect the unexpected, or is it along the way that you've learned that you know what, expect the unexpected?
I totally agree, right? So for on personal levels, there have been several cases where as I expect so much for it individuals or possibly academic performance, and at the end of the day, let's say for instance, when I was in my final year at the university, I did a module named International Relation.
Okay.
So I see myself as a boarding diplomat.
Okay.
I have participated in a host of more United Nations conferences, both in Sierra Leone and outside Sierra Leone. So I know the intricacies of diplomacy to a certain extent, right? So for me, I feel like I now know the practical part of international relations, dealing with countries, so on and the likes. And for the module itself, I went to all the classes, did all I have to do, so on and the like. So I was expecting to get an A. But guess what? The lecturer then told it twice. I see you acting up all type of big, as if you are this actual international relation type of person. And in his own belief, told it twice, I should be at 68. So that was a B plus, not an A. So and then I was like, I really want to protest because I know I'm supposed to have A because I wrote everything I could, but at the end I got 68. So that was an unexpected situation for me. But at the end of the day, it was not a reference, so I did accepted it, and of course it didn't affect my first class battle.
Yeah.
At the end, that was how I was able enough to handle it.
I shocked you.
Very much shocked.
I've had similar experiences, and you would not expect it in the UK, but it did happen in the UK, where I was going with my degree and I was expecting like him to get an A. And there was this one lecturer, in fact, he's white. I don't even know what, in his genealogy, what happened. He decided to tell man for fail.
Ooh.
Yeah, he failed everybody.
Wow.
And so he made me miss a first class degree by 1%.
Oh, too bad.
Like I cried, I vented, I screamed, I did everything possible. And we all tried, like we went back to the administration and we're like, okay, we want to protest. They're like, well, you have to write down, everybody has to write their name down, do a signature petition before like the board would take action. Not enough people were willing to do that. And so we were stuck. So expect the unexpected. I learned it the hardest way possible.
Exactly.
He's talking about his own. I experienced the same thing.
Okay.
For us, the faculty I'm coming from, the Faculty of Engineering, it's so common to always expect the unexpected because, you have some lecturers that will just look at you, Jonathan, you seem to have a division 2.
What is a division 2 face?
It's coming to face. Like they'll look at you. Some will take it like it's fun.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not fun.
It's not. It's not.
To push more harder. Like they are trying to tell you that hey, you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You have to wake up. He's talking about like a module. For us, we have one guy. I will not call his name because for security reasons. But he was taking math. He's a guy that fancies having more references than passes.
I don't understand. That's his game in life.
Maybe he's fancy. I'll put it that way.
Oh, wow.
Because he will tell you that, I swear why they go mark on a paper so I swear by me and if I add 1 mark for
I don't understand.
It's something where when we were there, they always see us like people that are not normal. Like the Faculty of Engineering, they always see us like abnormal people always going around with drawing board, books here and there like crazy people because you can imagine, doing 13 module in one semester, it's super crazy, and you're not allowed to have 3 references. So you're going to repeat the entire year.
Wow.
So for you to have one lecturer that is so adamant on making you repeat, it's always like you are expecting the greatest unexpected. Put it that way, if English will permit me. So, there are so many cases. Like my personal life, my work life, I've had so many things like that. Being in an environment where older people see you like a threat, because you are the youngest person in the administration, they will always try to bring things up.
Yeah.
For me, I will put it like, so many times I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I've come to the conclusion that if things happen, I should take it. And if I'm supposed to work on it to change it, I will work on it to change it. I think that's how life is.
I think it's part of like building resilience because it depends on your experiences. For some people, the same experience that you went through can break them totally down. But for you, it builds resistance to say, you know what, I'm going to always expect the worst. It can't get any worse than that. And so if anything better comes out of it, then of course I'm going to be happy. Put my mind frame or my heart or my emotion on the greatest when I should just expect the worst. So I think that's a good like thick skin resilience that you have built.
Making absolute sense. So that was for international relation, my scenario I made, right? So this one now is actually a positive outcome. So for once, when I was in my high school, I was really pretty much good to a certain extent at mathematics, right? So I was even invited to a certain point to be on a live TV show. I'm waiting now where I did taught the audience mathematics, right? So when I came to university, there was a shift of interest anyway. So I was much more focused now in the public speaking thing and pay little or no attention to mathematics. But of course, I was expected to take a module, basic mathematics at I think second year, yes. So how I tried to manage or navigate through this was the fact that I did memorize most of the formulas. So the sooner I get to the exam hall, I didn't wait for question. I ensured that I plaster all of it at the back of the paper.
Word.
So no sooner I received the questions and then I started writing. And at the end of the day, I didn't have an A anyways, but of course I got a B, not a B plus, but I got a B. So and that was quite encouraging again. So sometimes you expect the fact that you're supposed to be good at something.
But
with
no matter how I cram those formulas there, they'll fly off.
The worst thing happened to me. I don't study. Like I study at one for this particular module. I was nervous. Like the whole semester, I was nervous for this particular module. I studied. What enter the exam? All thing finish. I sat there and I was like, I don't understand. I was like, okay, let me give myself 5 minutes. I lay there for a bit on the table and I put my head down and I was like, you know what? This knowledge better be coming because time is going. I have a 3-hour exam and I have to say, I sat 3 hours. Nothing came to my mind to write. Like blank. Like people have explained that to me before. I'm like,
it doesn't happen. You didn't study well.
It happened to me. Like complete. Like you almost don't know anything.
Yeah, true.
And I felt so terrible. It happened to me once too. I felt so terrible. I came out. Everybody was talking. Oh, you answered this question. You went. I was like, if you know what happens at the exam, don't ask me no stupid question about that.
You just want to go sleeping, forget about life.
Exactly.
The same thing happened to me. Business studies, we certainly forget it. I began this mentality about memorizing, like maraboutism.
Sure.
Because I come from a family where I'm a Muslim, so I learned Quran to some certain extent. We believe for cram. I don't cram down where I'm gonna be class. I watch the question, so and one game one I forget when I is. All thing done. So from
you left that dash.
From that day, I say no, anything, and then come again. I understand the concept and apply myself.
Yeah, true.
But, it was really crazy. I began for failure with school now. When you one subject, they give you 6, now you're back.
Wow.
That was something.
So, talking about memorization, right? When I was in my first year at high school, I was opportune to participate in a debate competition, which actually precipitates my public speaking journey and the likes, as the case may be, right? So the governor went to the class. Who wants to debate? For me, I saw my elders debate the following week, and I really wanted to be the debater. So what I did was my hands were there. I went to the audition, and I was among the top 3 to represent this business team, right? So what I did was to put to memory all of it, the introduction, the points, and every other thing. The only thing that actually left with me personally was the fact that I have been doing it, like I've been on the singer now for times I don't remember, was my introduction. When I was introduced, ladies and gentlemen, introducing our second debater, Augustine Martinez. Ladies, Jama. Now they me village people that come. And then I was confident at start. I took the podium, Mr. Chairman, Pamela Georges, and all the protocols out. My blood will stop running through my veins. If I fail to recognize the presence of the Chief George, you are recognized. And then guess what? I started moving helter skelter on that podium. I started saying, and you attending a boys' school. My friends, colleagues, I was hoping to support me by that moment. They're like, come on, I will be beating. So I was expecting to actually deliver because I feel like I have memorized every else. It was quite well.
Like the film with the other guy, that didn't.
I'm straight to God. I said, let me say go perform. From the introduction, bruh. Now up, now just off. Now up, the M, the arm.
No,
all the thing that was.
Most people they just start. They just block and
you're not going anywhere, bro.
I was nerving. My heart was exponentially pounding. My hands were trembling. I started sweating. I faced both the verbal and physical signs. You know, there's only one thing that I didn't do. That was to pee on myself. That was how unfortunate it was for me. Oh God. But however, that was
all those experiences you had helped you to
transform into this something.
Always like it's anything can happen. So if you were really prepared to expect that something go fly come on at me, you would just balance everything and just talk from the top of your mind.
So now at this level, that gives me a knowledge about audience analysis, right? So that's why me knowing the stuff, so material, putting it into memory, the size of the audience can equally change situations as well. I say, you know what? Okay, you've been invited to speak to this kind of people, then expecting they are just pupils, are just few, rather, right? And at the end of the day, you get to see a host of young people, all of them staring at you on stage. Like, I don't come for I'm not be sure saying I'm one for do now. So all of those things can actually precipitate the unexpected things that can lead to something odd.
And I feel like even though we have spoken about all those, there are people who also have gone through one of the worst unexpected things is losing someone that was paying through or paying for your school or for you to go through
or that you
school.
were just dependent on
someone that this person just come on that just go like that. And I faced that when I was in year 3. My dad died just after my first exam, my first paper, and I knew he was sick the day before. I spoke to him. Are you okay? I'm fine, mate. And he gave me all my transport, by the way, till I finished taking the papers. Like this guy was prepared. was prepared. And I had to. One of the worst things I faced was to study when I was mourning. So for me, I feel like I didn't grieve. I was using the book to go through all the grieving process. So once I want to cry, I would just take a book. Let me just distract myself. And that time, people were expecting I should go and talk to lecturers, tell them what I'm going through, so they would have ease on my paper. But I didn't do that, and I didn't have any reference. I was surprised I did not, but. After that, you have to pay final year fees. You have to go through law school, and you have to navigate life through that. Some people cannot go through all that. Even maybe they will say, "This paper might just differ, might just sit down." So, like going through all those unexpected shocks in life, fees now, trauma, and people, you feel like people will support you, but now maybe the college people where they can mourn with me. No, it's okay. He was an old man. He will be. He better go be sick. Like finding all those excuses just to correct myself. So people might have gone through that as well. And me just telling me own half of me own story what I went through. And some man even them period and they, it's difficult because you me and sister then go to people and the one that really cry past three steps that so me they like when you remember the support like if you did below they say tell me they can start life and they cry there by level so it's losing somebody you are so dependent on and you're trying to know how you can navigate life. That's one of the unexpected outcomes you have. And maybe some, like, there are people who just got married 1 month and they lost their partners. And you never imagined that. You planned your whole life with this person. And some, maybe you even have a kid with this person and you just lost it. Now you have to cater for you, how to grieve and your child. So all those unexpected things might happen, and we're not saying you should be prepared too much for negative things, but nothing should surprise you. As we say, God plans prevails over ours. We might have planned maybe some man he don't sell all things for visa and he go for visa now then shocker how for start life back and they were so sure that life as I travel, so they don't them box, they don't pack them box, give away, call people like can't pick.
It's happening.
Can't pick.
You know this way it also happened to one of my schoolmates, and as of now they try for see how they will for bring them back to in senses. They really don't lost, in telecommunication we say they lost signal when an attenuation down and they don't suffer from attenuation. Like, they would think again, like when you go one for call, WhatsApp call, network, no day. Now that they don't happen. So like, to the extent that you don't hold some certain thing the way, I'm not going to say now, way, really, and we don't try for talk to them, try for cancel them, to the point that we don't try for even, we in young classmates don't try for pay for them, they go to college.
Okay.
It's not forthcoming. What lead to that is the fact that a born, I don't spoil child. I go private school, John F. Kennedy. So now that one anyway, then people don't get money. Why should be they go to 1,000 lunch, and be they go to 40,000. So,
big buy.
You see the variance. There is so much difference, and then we don't pull them to an extent where he was assured of being relocated to London.
Okay.
But one thing where I ask him one day, you say you can go England. Where is your passport? Where is your visa? And Mama Olam. I say, okay. You don't go
have
beyond
not seen it.
The worst thing is, it go, so okay, some people then go say, okay, they don't deny me visa. I don't know, say they don't deny me visa. I don't need for pay transport for go Lunge. But in your case, it even go airport.
Whoa.
So that was how worse it was.
Yeah.
When he came back, he was frustrated. Everything just goes bad in life, to some certain extent, they do something in a way. One of me with classmates and I began for Gopulana, na police custody. When a lawyer, when we all go school, it's crazy. So these are the things where the expectation so high and it can't cut short. Just cut them off from you like that, strip you off. Now one thing they like me, I can always tell them, me might not be getter. My mama be the suffer for pay for me for go school. I guess sisters, and I the only person go private school because maybe my mama use the mina boy picking or give me that best day. So I knew my place. I knew where I'm coming from. I don't ever expect them your own life where they live. So for me, all my opportunities that I don't get, I don't even dream of going. I not dream I not spend a dime. I just lay down no more, use computer, apply, and I not even remember. So this last one I think I come out to my man in the morning. I say, okay, let's check my email and I say, and boom, just like that. So life, learn for keep you expectation not too high.
Exactly.
And we as Christian, just believe in God. Have faith that everything will happen.
It works for your good
time. God in your own time, not to your own time. Now because I want to know they will miss out. Even when it comes to personal decisions, them like studies, marriage, some of the things that make you see a lot of divorces out there because people want for show the world say me self capable for me self capable for married.
Sure.
The expectation high way they go inside the marriage, and at the end of the day, 3, 4, 5 months, boom. It don't all don't sour.
It's true.
So that's it.
Yeah, if you just joined the show, this now Radio Fry on 97.1 FM, the show where you listen to another brunch here. And today we'll talk about expect the unexpected. So we'll go through the conversation, giving some personal references. Our guests are giving some personal references. And you also have the opportunity inside the second hour to give your own personal reference to expect the unexpected. What's the question? You learning the term or the phrase expect the unexpected, was it after you have gone through an experience or did you already have that mentality? Because it can happen either way. Neither is bad. We're not saying any of those responses are bad, but it's just part of learning. Similarly to what our guest said, I never had the expectation of ever coming back to Sierra Leone or ever being on this radio. That was not in my plan.
Okay.
My own plan was to be a psychologist. I say this to my staff all the time. I was ready to be a clinical psychologist and work with children. That's basically what I was ready to do. And like you said, God changed everything. I met somebody now in Sierra Leone and I was like, oh, well, then this plan got to change because I met the love of my life. And then I had to now decide, am I going to stay in the UK or am I going to come over here? And I made the decision. Yeah. I made
that is a good
It's a great expectation.
In that light, you say, oh.
So everything has changed. So even my plan in life and the experiences now that I've had for the last 10 years was not what I was expecting. And I'm still happy with the outcome because it's whatever God has prevailed and I'm working with it. I've also learned not to worry. Because part of like expectations and stuff comes with worrying. And a lot of us are like so engrossed in like constantly worrying, like, oh, if I do this, what will happen? If I do that, what's going to happen? If this happens, like constantly to the point where you don't move because you just feel like, well, if I move this way, maybe I might get a outcome that I don't want. And if I move this other way, maybe it's the same thing. And so you kind of get stuck and you're kind of just going with the flow. And sometimes, like in a negative way, going with the flow because you're not too sure
what to do,
what choice to make. And you also cannot be in that space of not knowing where you're going. So what we are explaining about expect the unexpected, you still have a plan. You still have where you're going, just that you have the expectation that it may not come out the way you want it to. And also to know that a positive outcome is not necessarily like promised. That's the difference. Then you go through life and you're not too sure, you don't make any decisions, and then of course expect the unexpected comes and it's even worse. So I've been talking, I make been saying because you have already placed yourself in that negative space of not making a choice because you're not too sure and you don't want to fail, and then when the unexpected happens, you're still upset about it. So with listeners, then when they listen, now for let you understand the difference. The conversation, what would they get? Like, how would they talk about for the last couple of weeks or days about rewriting your story? You need to choose a path in life. And like the Bible verse tells us, man always plans.
You have to.
Like they plan so many different things. Even like what you wear for the day, you've already planned. So man, like now the day before. So man, as soon as you wake up, the thoughts they kind of might say, "Oh, la wear this today." Some people they've already planned because maybe they have an activity and they want to make sure that everything is in line and in place. So man always plans. But the unexpected, sometimes it is out of your control and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Like when I lost my mother a year and a half ago, that was totally unexpected. It is expected that every person will die.
But not that time.
But not at that particular time. I went through my day, everything was fine. It was actually my husband's birthday on that day. And something was telling me to call her, but I was busy with him, went out to dinner, and I was like, oh, after everything, I'll call her. But after everything, I was so tired, I just went to sleep. And when I went to sleep, my sister now called me, oh, mommy, don't for them. I was like, I don't understand because like me, Creole English, like I don't beat around the bush, like be direct. What does that mean in Creole? I don't understand what that means. So they had to explain to me. So everything changed. And I was not expecting that because it's not like she was sick for me to be expecting something to come out. It was very unexpected. I'm sure even for her, it was very unexpected because it ended up being a heart attack. Nobody plans for a heart attack. It just happens. And then recently, the same thing happened with my second father, who is my brother and my father's youngest brother. And it's the two of us that are here in Sierra Leone. The unexpected happened. He had a heart attack. Everything was fine. He got up, was going to the bathroom.
That was it.
And then that was it. That's where he got the heart attack and everything changed. So there are certain things that are definitely outside of our control. And when it happens, of course, when you're grieving a loss of somebody, it really hurts because like your mind was not prepared to lose this person anytime soon. And so when it does happen, you there's a space you have to try to get yourself into to accept that everybody dies. And this is how God has said this person is gonna go. Although I'm not happy about it happening now, but I don't have a choice. And it's outside of my control. And it should not change how you feel about God. The same way how my tomorrow is not guaranteed.
Yes, right.
So your tomorrow is also not guaranteed. So that should not change your faith towards God at any level. So that's why the Bible verse is now saying, you can plan.
It's fine to plan.
But
it's good to plan.
God in your own plan, they prevail. So he's already told you. So that is already expect the unexpected. So like, for example, if I say I want to marry this person and God said, that's great. But actually, your partner is this person. And so you get married to this person, it doesn't work out. You go through a terrible divorce, you have children, everything is just a mess up. And then you end up meeting this person. Then you realize that, this is the person for me. This is the person that God has set for me. But then because you wanted control and you wanted to make decisions, you had to learn through those experiences to arrive at where you are now, to be grateful for what has happened. So sometimes we're very insistent to have control. And sometimes we don't want to let go to say that God is actually the one in control. God did not say you shouldn't plan. You should plan. There's nothing wrong in planning. But just know that everything is in his hand. If you have planned to be the greatest public speaker today, God forbid, I'm touching this table, but God forbid, you have planned yourself and you have an event tomorrow and you don't wake up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having an event on
You have no.
I want to wake up.
He's going to wake up. He's going to wake up. But anything can happen.
That's right.
We don't have control over the breath that we have. God is the one that decides. So that's what that verse is like emphasizing on. If you not understand that, we don't try and put our hands together to let you understand.
So in this same regards, every year, sometimes in December or possibly early January, people do make yearly plans.
Resolution.
Plans. I can still remember 2024. There were a lot of things on my yearly plan. And today when I get to look at them, I'm sure 70% were accomplished.
Okay.
But the other ones, I get to look at them. Oh, wow. So you never find your way into reality. I say you never find your way into reality. Oh, wow. Okay. We're going again. So we're going again 2025.
I like that. You have a personal conversation.
Of course, I do that. It's called a subconscious control. So we do have that. I do have that most times. So even if I come in here, I start asking myself, okay, so how is it going to be like? One of the so many questions.
You're bracing yourself.
So for me, when I saw the topic, I was like, no, come on. I'm having an event on Wednesday, and I really love to talk about public speaking. And then as time progresses, you know what? I possibly should utilize this as an opportunity to bring on board or explore my art equally and as well as other things as well. So I was expecting you to possibly ask me questions on certain related matters, but now it's open and flexible.
Sure.
So that comes with the unexpected things. So it's perfect. Yeah.
I think mine is quite different because I was not even expecting the topic. I didn't even know the topic coming. So I just came by faith. One thing I've learned in life, as you're making mention of the tragic event that happened to you, which, it's very touching and, like you said, very much unexpected. But we have come to, a conclusion and to put myself at peace on so many things that what I cannot change, I don't worry about it.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
That's one thing,
Exactly.
you know, that has helped me a lot, you know, even going through my academics, you know, my relationship with God, you know, and you know, we are young people, so most of the time that kind of time we backslide, you know, but we'll come back, we slide in again, you know. So these are things, you know, I've tried my best to see that this year, man, you need for doing this year. You need for doing this year. I was like, okay, I leave it all up to God, and I do plan towards it. But if it does not happen, should I kill myself?
No, exactly.
I shouldn't beat myself for it. So basically, you know, even when it comes to, you know, lecturing, because I do lecture, so you know, like when this my brother they talk say about you know, in speaking where you go. One time they were able to say I go teach. I think it was computer programming, you know, on variables and stuff. I'm about they don't go get past me. So it can't really ask me some kind of type question. I was like, okay. I said, it's like possible they read. You know? It's like, yes. But you know what's in? That's the way you don't talk. So you need to put them into practical. And that's an assignment for all of you. Simple as that. That's simple as that.
That's what you used to do to us.
Am I going to disgrace myself? No, never. So I was too quick for figure out that this was an embarrassment. Work out for the day. I was like, okay, you go do an assignment. So at the end of the day, I went back. I know, say, okay, I was ill prepared that day. I should have done more research.
Certainly.
From that day now, I study past the student themselves because I want to ask one question I for able, you know, decipher for you, make you understand properly. Because na practical model, not to theory.
Okay.
Then get your computer, projector, you know, do the practical, we develop something.
Okay.
Mirror exam na practical. The moment I go, I run, I'm work na zero, you don't get. That's not something I beat around saying English, you know, .ui or what it is. No. We don't work that way.
Yeah.
You know. Because then I want to the way we don't really we don't affect a lot of engineering. We the engineers in this country,
Theory.
you know, the theoretical part is so much that we are missing out. But trust me, when I'm Multimaga, it's far much better. We're doing more practicals than theory. Even if you go now to renovation, now students did one. Yeah.
So what you want to talk about Mary in college we go?
No, now
I don't understand. Which college you go?
Hello,
Now one day what's it out?
It's not like I'm in it's a form of discrimination or try for
just encouragement.
You know, an encouragement to usai me come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean your field of study is very critically based on experience because you need to practice over and over again to get it right. If not, you're not gonna ever. It's not like other, like for example, if I want to do English language or literature, that has to do with my brain, my mind, what I'm thinking in my mind. But when it comes to engineering, it's a mix of both, but there's more emphasis on the practical part because it's like being a plumber and then you don't know what you're doing, or building a house. You're building a house and you've never built a house before, but you have all the explanation to give.
Yes. So
you cannot.
So like what you're saying, you know, I came to understand this more better when I went to Russia for a month. It was super crazy because you know. The first day I entered the university, I was like, okay, I'm in a university now.
Sure. There's a big difference.
I think I used to be in a
community college.
No, that's no.
When you get out of here,
hello.
We don't know you.
Remember from a college Athens
of West Africa. Don't play.
You know, so. When I went there, my first day, because I went there for research in 3D technology and printing, because that's one thing we lack in Sierra Leone. So it was a 1 month intense. I was doing 12 hours in the lab every day. I was like, okay, what's in this? I'm not used for dinner lab. You know, it's totally practically based. One thing I try for do now for ensure say before I accommodate, I make a good impression because I'm the first Sierra Leonean to go there. Now the best university in Russia, School Tech, and it's fully funded for all science and engineering person. And it's I ensure I set one kind good image of Sierra Leone, so they encourage me to send it out to Sierra Leoneans. I'm on live radio now. It's free. The scholarship is open, and I go and show I left the the details with you to be shared out. Whosoever is qualified, you can apply. And but the problem is where you go for masters, you get for seats exams. Their exams is really tough. So if you be on the spy, it's a situation where you're not going for pass. And
that's expected.
Yeah, that's definitely that is definitely expected.
And for them, and it's like I say, it's fully funded. You get stipend, living stipend, medical.
Listen, if you can't hear him, like clean your ear, please.
Everything
the one when they ask for opportunity, listen
it's not only one university. I ensure that I networked well, and I got a connection with another one in St. Petersburg, which is the second city. It's also fully funded. From the good thing is from undergraduates, they are doing from undergraduate to PhD. But for School Tech, it's only masters and PhD. But it's very competitive. So only the best will go in. So,
well, if you were not expecting that inside the conversation, you should always expect that. Because it's giving you information.
Exactly. It resonates well with the topic.
Exactly.
Grab opportunities.
So I learned a lot, and I was expecting theory. The unexpected part of it was practical. And I had to do a lot of prototype, brought it back, and my university was like, my guy was like, wow. And my principal is always proud of that. I've set up the 3D lab in our university. Now we are having practicals. Students are doing practicals.
But you see, when you were going for the practical in Russia, was your expectation that's where you come back, you get for can now set a lab, get for teach other people them, or it happened because of what you received and then now it changed your mentality to now want to take a practical role in actually making the change?
Well, I want possibly coming up in life, I never like theory, too much theory.
Okay.
Maybe that's the reason why I not do I not do I'm going to certain professions.
Okay.
Like my market always talks, say me argumentative if I don't do law. I say no, it's not my thing. So I think that's something we don't do in my mind.
Okay.
Say if I go, I was ready to learn more than that. Put my head. Those people are very, very crafty. They push you for do the best. I do like 3 sessions where we call them quick success. We do one when I go by flight. Interestingly, in 3 hours, me and 2 Russian guys, we built a rubber flight. It actually flew to some certain extent. The other one was AI music. I do an AI music for one of the professors, Professor Kulish, where I never know say you can able do for AI, you can able for do AI music. So I learned so many things in just 4 days. Just 4 days, And then get a tradition wherein when you go there as a student, the first 1 month, auto class. It's they call them technology month. They set tonight, so it's team. Now they develop something, present them. The best team wins, big prize. Wow. Yes, so that's how it works.
Good motivation.
I tell you.
That's how it works. So, and the people away go, they get imagination, say Russia, this is not safe. No, it's quite safe. Very safe. Although the safest side now we got the watch over a city.
Yeah.
But in we own human thoughts, it's safe. Maybe the worker there, they go to I don't need nobody for this. In 1 week. So the opportunities are there. Like I say, I share them with you, and when I can share them now on bio, on Facebook, let people take a chance. It's for Sierra Leone. The more we get people with this good practical knowledge, then we can come back and give back to the country.
Sure. So, I know say una don't clean we all don't clean do it's fair why are you the opportunity who's gonna go reach to me but we'll be going on a short break and we'll come back, we'll continue the conversation. Expect the unexpected. Stay glued to your radio or phone. If you are watching from Facebook, remember the second hour you have an opportunity to ask question, maybe question about the opportunities available, or just to maybe give your suggestion about about the topic actually. So stay glued to your phone, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation.
So you mean say you sabi cook?
If I cook cassava leaf for you, you go bet your finger.
Cassava leaf? Na my favorite place as dande o.
If not a way you dey in hurry, I for don't cook am for you.
Me? Dey in a hurry? Who you call cassava leaf? Get outside you go. I don't cancel all thing. Go cook. Any problem?
Me? Problem? Will I go cook the cassava leaf for you?
Wife material.
Bamako, 40 yards. Na me.
Share and carbon.
Hello, Aminata. Teach me how to cook cassava leaf now. Hello? Oh God. You get out of me outside McDonald's. Hey me. I don't cook me bongo.
Run out of airtime or data? No worries at all. You can now buy airtime or data for yourself or others using AfriMoney. Dial *161*3# now.
Jesus. Wife material.
Bamako. 40 yards. Nami.
AfriMoney. Quick and easy.
Tell you all book for study. Wetin do you in book?
Me na chief examiner now.
But they left me.
Now we the Gokel Commercial Bank then customer performance behavior now.
I don't understand. How?
Gokel Commercial Bank don't introduce electronic questionnaire for make we as customer go assess them performance and make suggestion.
I see where people then they feel and we are going to the bank the other day. Not to that Gokel Bank customer feedback questionnaire you talk.
Yes. I like am. It's simple and I can complete at any side once I get the QR code.
Like how?
Just go na any Gokel Commercial Bank branch, scan the QR code, click the link, complete the questionnaire, and submit them direct to the MD. Yes.
Fumble them. Gokel Commercial Bank for improve and serve in customer them with experience.
Na Gokel Commercial Bank, customer satisfaction. Na number 1.
Gokel Commercial Bank,
the bank of choice.
Michelle Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Mishcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to home, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Michelle Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Sasame Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 73554 616 or 232 32554 616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
Baby, call me mother, my name is Walt BVD, aka the Black Boy Dope. You're listening to Radio 5 Guy 97.1 FM. Stay tuned.
Mina Director Evomo, and you're listening to Radio Fred Fry 97.1 FM.
Hey you! Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday for authentic conversations and sharing experiences on The Brunch. For entertainment, join our Drive Time crew on Mondays for international and national sport updates. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays on The Drive with The Vibe for entertainment news and celebrity gossip. On Thursdays, entrepreneurship and mentoring. And to get you started for the weekend with top trending songs on the DJ's Vibe every Friday. All this from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy your Saturdays on the Fun Box from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for laughter, relaxation, and family moments. And no, we do not forget the little ones. Bedtime stories at 8 p.m. We measure our success by how we wow our customers and listening audience. Stay tuned, for this is Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Right on 97.1 FM. If you just joined the show, this is not The Brunch here. We can do so from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday. And today on topic of conversation, we're going to talk about expect the unexpected, because that's what life is about. Some people can shock too much about little things, and you're like, my friend, be prepared for the worst. Be prepared for things not to go right. But if you always have that expectation that everything should be perfect, then that's where the problem is. And then we start having these unnecessary expectations, even of ourselves, as to like how things are supposed to go, or maybe expectancy on somebody else. Like, for example, we'll get for delve more on the issue of dependency in Sierra Leone. You have a high expectation that somebody else should be in charge of your destiny, should be in charge of, I don't know, whatever you're supposed to attain in life. If that somebody does not help you, then there's nothing you can do about it. No, that's a wrong mentality. So you should not have that kind of expectancy on your life or on somebody else. You should vouch for yourself. And we've spoken several times on the show about people finding an area of either you have passion or God-given talent, where God has given you a talent, and you just work on those things and you go along the path of life and you stick to it to say, okay, you know what? God has given me a talent. For example, we have our guest here on engineering. I'm able to use my hand, create a craft, do this, do that. And God has blessed me with that. So I'm going to stick to that path. Imagine he changes the path and say, you know what?
I want to sing.
Yeah, or I'm going to cook today. And he's like, well, and God is looking at him like, can you behave yourself? I've given you skills on engineering. What do you mean cooking? And then you fight through life trying to cook and it's not working, and you blame everybody that everybody did not help you to do this whole cooking thing. My friend, you have misplaced your priorities and you have not focused on what you're actually good at. And in life, to be successful, you have to focus on where you're actually good at. So either it's something like through experiences you get to find out, or you kind of already know because you have been practicing this thing since childhood, and it's something that you are aware of. So either of those two will make you successful in life. When you go against that wave, then that's where you hit problems in life, and then you start talking about, a whole bunch of different things. But we'll continue with the conversation. Our verse of the day and our quote of the day. Our verse of the day is coming from Proverbs 19:21. It says, "Many are the plans in a man's heart." But cool, so man, I can't call me. So man get like 1,000 plans. It says, "But it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." How, like, I want you understand? Isn't that the Lord in purpose? Like some part we can think say like we're them born, we will not get purpose in life. We actually do. You actually have a purpose, and we don't talk about that on there before. Say some man in your own purpose is very tangible. Like you they see him. Like some man and they sing, some man and they play instruments, some man are cooking. Like you physically they see him, and then some other people it's a more not tangible per se, but it is a talent. You know how to talk to people. You know how to counsel. You know how to bring people together. It depends. And those are all purposes that God has placed in each of our hearts. And it's just for you to discover what that purpose is. So don't sit there and feel like your life not got purpose. It actually does have a purpose. Maybe you've not found the purpose yet. And maybe you've not opened enough doors and opportunities. You've not entered enough opportunities. Some of us, the opportunities come and we close ourselves. Like, and they go through that door month. And it's like, no. Like that door was meant for you to go through and have an experience of it so that you can get to a higher level. But we just want to jump from where we are and go straight to level 100. And it doesn't work out. And like on previous episode, Mary has explained, like, it's like a child being born and saying, like, I want to be 50. No, you cannot be 50 because it takes 50 years to get to 50. You cannot be born today and then tomorrow you want to be 50. And a lot of us have that, like, unrealistic expectation in life to say, like, I want to be here, but you have not gone through the processes, the life experiences for you to reach this point that you're trying to reach. So you have to navigate through all of those first, and then you will arrive there. If it is what God prevails.
Exactly.
But we'll continue with the quote of the day.
The quote is from Dennis Whitley, and it says, expect the best, plan for the worst, and prepare to be surprised.
So you should not, like, surprise.
They're not for surprise. You should be prepared all the time.
Exactly.
In fact, you forget shock absorber.
But protects you.
I like this guest. I like him.
Get one day. Shock me.
A lot of breeze.
But we're encouraging her for call we right now on 088-971-971 to be part of the discussion. Listen, no, wait. We don't talk boku for 1 hour. We don't give una plenty example. We don't make una laugh boku. So una self, una can't shock we. We're prepared for the shock. Exactly. And we love hearing stories and other people love hearing stories because it's a way to encourage each and every one of us. Like Mary said at the start of the conversation, you know, sometimes you are in your own bubble and you feel like now you want the inside that bubble or now you want or ever experience then kind of thing. Then but only way all man they talk, you realize that so like this is not just a me thing. Like for example, I would watch one TikTok video over the weekend and you know, sometimes when you watch TikTok videos, you get to realize that, okay, so it's not just me. Like, for example, the person was talking about flies, how flies just stand there and just be doing this, and he's asking, like, what are you rubbing? Like, I'm sure you yourself don't watch fly, like, what's it, Pamba?
Yeah, you see,
you just concentrate.
It's not. They get it for fly.
Yeah, so, like, if that person didn't share that thought with anybody, you too would assume that, now you don't think, like, why this fly up and do this? So that's why experiences are important, and experiences allows us to learn. Maybe I've not made the same mistake as you, or maybe I'm on the verge of heading towards that path, and listening to you will help me like retract, reflect, and like try to choose a different way to go about it. You explain about the course that you're doing. Some people might say that engineering is not one of those like studious kind of courses, but it actually is. I don't think there's any course in this world that you can say this one is more than this other one, because it still takes talent. If I'm not talented in whatever,
it will be very difficult.
I can't do it. Yeah. So like, okay, some require more theoretical, you're correct, but those are like philosophical thoughts,
certainly.
Just going around, what about this? Have you thought about this? And then there's some things that are very straight cut. It's either yes or no. Like engineering is one of those, or electrical, you take this cable and you put it, you don't put it anywhere. If not, you get the shock of your life.
Then you
get the shock of your life.
So it's very, very practical, and there's nothing wrong with having a balance of both theoretical and practical people in this world, because these are all part of the talents that God has created in this world. We all cannot be the same mechanical kind of way, because it will be boring if everyone was like that. And then secondly, we always talk about talent and passion to say the people in life who are most successful are the ones who have realized what their talent is, and they have invested, like rain, thunderstorm, shine, snow, listen, nobody's ever going to tell me I'm otherwise, because I know myself. And those people have withstood like rejections on so many levels, but they have still arrived. And now when they tell their story, you're inspired by their story, by saying, by thinking like, oh, okay, maybe if I did fail at this, maybe I should try again.
Yeah.
And so it gives us that inspiration. But imagine if the person already knew who they are and what they're supposed to do, and then every time somebody comes and knocks at the door and gives them rejection, they fall back. Then some of the things that we experience, you have cameras now, you have lights, you have all these different things that we're enjoying out of life, phone, computer, would not exist. Because these people face thousands of rejections. But they still maintain that, no, I have this talent. God has given me this skill set, and I'm going to focus on it. Whether it takes 1,000 trials or 100,000 trials, I'm going to get the answer that I'm supposed to get. And sometimes we need that resilience. And that's part of like people who actually expect the unexpected. Like they are expecting the worst. That, you know what, when I go for this pitch, I expect that nobody's going to accept it. And I'm cool with that. I'm just going to continue. There must be somebody amongst all these pitches I'm going to give that will listen to me one day. So that's part of expect the unexpected. If you see those people have those sorts of like drives in life, it's because they are already expecting the worst. And they're human just like me and you. They have days where they'll go to the corner and cry. And feel it. But they'll come back and say, you know what? I'm going to be resilient. I'm going to have thick skin. I'm going to keep moving. I know the goal. Even if it takes 20 years, I'm going to get there. And we need people like that in Sierra Leone. The reason why we're having a lot of young people like after failure and completely giving up is because they don't have that drive. If we want to talk, I mean, drugs, kush, it keeps coming in and out. But let me push that to one side. Let's look at even people's mental health and how they see themselves when it comes to depression, or when you make comparison with other people and how that makes you feel. These are all stemming from the point that you don't know who you are. You don't know where you're going. Because if you are sure about those things, nothing is gonna shake you. I mean, you will shake. You understand that you go shake, like but you need for them. Even if you for them, you grab
back.
That's right.
That's the difference. But like a lot of young people don't have that. And so if we're talking about like expect the unexpected, when it comes to dependency, it's a major issue. Dependency from home. Till you reach to the governmental sector, till you reach to global level, it is a major issue for Sierra Leone. And until we change that mentality of dependency, things are not going to change for our good. Unfortunately, it will not. Because it's all left with our mindset. If I tell myself today that I'm not going to get out of the bed, that I'm going to be grumpy, I'm going to be upset at everybody that has done me wrong in this life. If you told you much to me today, if I have that mentality, that's the person I'm going to be. And I can't blame Mary or any of you to say it's your fault for making. No, it's I have a huge contributing factor towards this. And life is never going to be perfect. Things are always going to come your way. People are going to step on your foot. Some people are going to push you. Some people are going to stab you with a knife. But how are you going to deal with these things? It is still left with you. There's some people like then they're in the verge of dying. So man, then they try for kill them back. But it affects all kind way. Say you win. Or some man then go just give up. Well, and see the pan kill me. Just give me one.
Just do it fast.
Exactly. And a lot of us put our mentality that well, for just kill me one. No, get up. You know you have a change that you can make, and you can be you can make the difference. And a lot of the our youth, I mean, our population is youthful. A lot of us, because I'm not even going to say young people again. A lot of us put ourselves in that small cocoon cup where we just feel like, well, we're doomed. Like hope not there again, and the road not better. We not get light. Why they try safe? Why do you have to do that to yourself? Be in a positive space, and a part of expect the unexpected is doing that, regardless of what's going to happen. What do you have to say about? I know I don't charge you now, Boku.
You know, the charging okay. You know, like. We get this state of mind wherein young people, you know, like you clearly the state where they always they put themselves in a position wherein they want for impress. I can put it that way. They want for impress people. Want for, you know, then at the spotlight. So I want the one thing and the way they make them under pressure. And so when things don't turn out to waiting they want, they become disappointed.
Yeah, depressed.
So like you actually, my brother will talk about editing. You know, we get a lot of scientists, Thomas Edison, Einstein, Galileo Galilei, Charles Darwin. All of these people failed a lot. They failed. But one thing they always said, I did not fail. I only learned one more way how not to do it. So if people know we audience them out there listening to us, one thing I want to encourage you now all is for me, I don't think that there's anything called failure to me. I'm just learning the way not to do it next time. So if you see someone go take was na something where I can look and say na pandemic for na salon where so many people they feel was they get discouraged. I can make an example to
Joe Diali
where they write so many books. And by the way, I fumble to my mama side where my granny and cousin, their long family there. It failed 5 O level. Divide of the fact say it's O level 5 at a certificate go start with my guy. Teachers college at that time. Not to be even polytechnic. I mean teachers college at that time. He started from humble beginnings. Now he's a professor. Professor will write books.
For passwords.
Research papers. But he will still get in company at that time. We take the O level
and pass.
Just like that.
And pass.
But they're nowhere to be found.
Where are they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one thing we'll encourage young people out there, it's not how you start. It's how you end.
Thank you.
So if you think you are slow, go look tortoise. Go see how slow tortoise is. Success not come just like that. A gradual process where you get to work towards, with deliberate effort. I never go lay down at my house. I wake one morning, I know say I get for go work. I cack my foot, I say no, I'm tired today, bro. And you feel say your employer go be happy with you. No. You have to be conscious. You have to put in the effort, and you have to get a mentality of success.
Yeah, the mind force.
Than I want in the way like you do psychology. Me say I can read around anything and not professionally, but I know something about psychology that everything starts with your mind.
Yeah,
that's where it starts. That's where it ends.
Exactly.
So for me, I think with you the type of talk. The people need for make up their mind for be successful.
Yeah.
And not expect too much.
Yeah. So there's this thing that there's a 10% of what happen to you and 90% of how you react. Right. So in life there are a lot of things you expect to happen in a very positive or good way. But at the end, when the old part of it happens, how are you going to react to it?
Yeah.
You would expect, say, we graduate from university, you get a very fancy and very nice job.
Yeah.
But believe me, there are hundreds of graduates out there that are unemployed, right?
Yeah.
So while at the university, these are the things that they were supposed to do for make that part be changed entirely. So some were more focused on just reading, studying, and focus on the book and not participating in extracurricular activities. So that they make now like them get a very limited or no idea of how the corporate world actually exist.
Works.
So you don't expect to get employed. You don't expect to meet people if you not attend some certain programs and conferences that we are in us and get different industry experts that they expanding your network, meeting people, and gaining more ideas, so on and the likes. And even we are graduates, class of 2023, there are friends who, whilst at the university where you don't live, they don't even get a resume. Right? They don't even know how to go about in preparing that. But you expect to secure a job after all.
Totally correct.
So like there's certain things you're supposed to know. So now we go to university and I hope say, okay, let's say we go get a module we do 1 or 2 times where they teach you about computer, right? So most of it could be theoretical, but the practical part is not there. So how are let's say for instance you go for a job interview, they say how for use computer. Like you expect say you for pass the interview, you expect you for get the job. But there are certain things you expect to put in place before securing the job. You get a computer skill, you will use computer, you will use what? Then basic software.
At least what?
Some don't even know them, but they still wish and they hope say I forget the job because I don't graduate with this level or this class. So these are a lot of expectations we put upon ourselves. But at the end of the day, it comes
when you
back
don't have
to
a job,
us.
it's unexpected. Yeah.
It's come back to because like we need for people was other things. Even though sometimes with all your expertise, with all your qualifications and the likes, you will still not get a job there. A connection will get you on.
Network.
So that is it. Like you expect it, I'm supposed to have it because I have all the qualifications, right? And there's another man we don't even get the qualification, but guess what? You get the network.
Yeah.
So that is the connectocracy. Yeah. At the end of the day, we need to ensure that we care for the balance inside there. In as much as you expect the world, like say plan for the best, prepare for the worst, and be prepared to surprise as the case may be. So you don't stop. You still have to put in the work. If it happened, then Alhamdulillah, as Muslims say. If it not happen, then praise Alhamdulillah God. Again. Right? You praise God again, but you don't have to stop. You still have to move on because that is just how life is. This is what happened to life. Every other thing else, expected, the unexpected, the good, the bad, the ugly. That's what happened to life. And how you react to them as an individual, then they make you 90%. Entirely. So
similar to what you're saying.
Sorry, you make mention about this going to a job interview. One thing with me, I think, say so many people can miss out because me don't graduate now for like 10 years. So many people and they like who you say resume they not get out and they could just go make some kind skewed one where you not really speak to what you do. Exactly. And in the first place, where you say now first, any professional HR discussion, they say it's not serious.
That's right.
I can remember at age 25, I get my first consultancy job. I actually apply, where you see something, you just apply no more. It's a Rainbow Initiative. Them adverts for get an ICT consultant where for carry brand the entire Rainbow Initiative, very big,
I know the brand.
Call. I was shortlisted with 4 people where we get some man get 10 years experience, some man get 15 years experience. Me, I just get 5 years experience at that time. No, 4 years. Yeah. But like I say, you need to prepare for it.
Yeah.
Prepare for the interview. Not look at say these people and get masters. Yes, I don't get masters then but that one and they then get the experience is there.
Yeah.
So if you look at experience level, I was not even qualified to be shortlisted to that level.
Yeah.
One my resume, I think say my resume speak to that and how my cover letter be how I be position them and send them. Cut long story short, we dey go for a consultancy where you get for do a website, you get for rebrand the network system. They were ill prepared. That was my advantage. I was prepared. I did a prototype. I got prototype. I even got a network topological structure of how the network for the organization. So on that, to be honest with you, there and then I was given the job. That the shortest time down. To the interview and again, I spent like 1 hour in my interview because I asked them for project. So I projected it after them questioning and I tell them, so this is how you need to prepare. Now one thing that people can miss out on, even when I done my consultants in Rainbow, they wanted to retain me, but I wanted to serve the government. So I had to go to Military Magai. If I'm Military Magai interviewing at the toughest interview, I don't go. I had 12 people in my panel. One man, they fired me. So I was not worried because I was prepared.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing we are missing out on. Even coming from the university. You can get first class, but you not put yourself in the right class. I don't know if you understand. You can get the first class, but you not class yourself in the right class where make them employ you. You not make yourself employable because you're not prepared. Preparation is key. As long as you miss that, you don't miss everything. You go still go interview. They're not a good job.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Yes. Good morning.
Okay. We'll continue the conversation and I can call we on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Yes.
Hello. Hello, good morning.
Are you shy?
Good morning, madam.
Why are you shy?
You don't expect someone to pick the call. So, hello, are you there?
We're still waiting on you. You can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. You can also go on our Facebook at Radio Fry Fry. Basically, just type Radio Fry Fry, and then you see our live there. You see our beautiful and handsome faces there. And you can send in your comments or questions that you may have regarding the topic of discussion, which is expect the unexpected. We definitely would love to hear from you, your own experiences as you're listening to us. You can also call us on WhatsApp on that number. You can send a text message, WhatsApp message, and we'll be able to receive some of that. I wanted to bench on some of the things that you guys are saying. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and also the call you from, please.
I'm Lamina US Contact from Dauda Tankenema.
Wow, welcome. Good morning.
All right, this is a very good topic, an interesting topic.
Okay.
I love for me when I continue.
Okay.
Expect the unexpected. We are so religious. And we are a sort of group of counselors, gentlemen and ladies over there. We are really encourage we for do something. And this country, we get some experts then and experienced people who then get foreign ideas. Well, if this country they continue, we will not go blame people.
Sure.
Anyway, they talk to people and they blame people for their future. We not go blame people for their future.
Sure.
Because they depend on somebody. It's innovation for this. Sometimes you need somebody for counsel you for identify your talent. In abroad, it's less more identify your talent. Interested they can identify them because by the science world and they are so happy for this. We now continue. This will make sometimes the society will change with the experience they own get. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
We love that. And he's calling all the way from Kenema. So when I work in, they wonder like how far for Friday they reach. We don't tell them that's in a 10 districts. And the 10 districts only for the call. So that people then they know saying at 10 districts we day. Like we are the first radio station to ever do that. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abidjan.
Yes, your name and also the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Bunda Kamba. I call from Maburuka.
From Maburuka. Wow. What's your own contribution?
My contribution, first of all, is happy new year. So I say thank you very much for when you teach me the knowledge of life. Because you increase the knowledge. You must record that they talk so unexpected, expect the unexpected. I mean, could we go up? We don't the one that you don't know about that. We just go up once everything is best. Don't expect the unexpected. As I teach you now, I'm sure we get for put that in practice. We listen to them and always expect the unexpected for me the best. And thank you so much because you have always done and I could stay connected with NU55. We love you all.
Oh, we love you too. Listen, you guys are making us emotional on the show. Well, thank you so much for calling us on Radio Fry, and that's our caller from Maburuka. Continue to call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the conversation. The topic is expect the unexpected. Yeah, and we want to share like deep story because like we don't share we on there in terms of like experiences that we've gone through that has allowed us to now understand the phrase expect the unexpected, to know that everything is not for sure. Like you don't have total control and you should be prepared for the worst and be prepared that it might not go the way that you want it to, and you still navigate through life despite all of those things that are going to happen. And it will change like even our mindset of how we are as Sierra Leoneans and how we're navigating the country together. If I have an expectation flat out that, you know what, I'm not going to wait for a politician to come fix my road, to come give me water, to come give me lights, to come give me all these things. I'm going to do it for myself. You've already beat that. So whether now they do it or not, I'm cool. I'm still going to survive because I didn't have you on my expectation list. And a lot of people have government right at the top of the expectation list, and so when they fail, that's why everything comes crashing down because your expectation of them was too high. And you know, like on previous conversations we've spoken about people coming from different homes. Not everyone has the same backing. You understand? Like you might see the leader of whoever they are today and you expect that they should be empathetic, they should understand starting from humble beginnings, they should understand that the country is poor. You have all these lists of expectations that you have of this leader, but maybe they didn't even come from 50% of those things that you're explaining, or maybe they did and they have their own thoughts, that whatever they want to achieve, and you're not in their plan. As much as you have them in your plan, but you're not in their own plan. And so like if you see some of us in society are able to grow outside of politics is because that's where we put our mind frame to say politics is not going to give us the answer. We're going to give the answer. And politics, you're going to follow along the way. And we'll show you how the answer is supposed to be. Like we've spoken about, even when it comes to rights for different people, it took outside of governmental institutions for some of these things to come to life. Like some of the great things that we are enjoying nowadays, even for us as women, having the opportunity to be outspoken, to have an opportunity to lead, all of these things, it took a couple of women going through a lot of sacrifices and problems for us sitting here today to receive the reward. So it didn't take, it's because the British government, they understand more. It's a lie, they don't understand. Or because of the Brazilian, they understand. They don't understand. We're all in the same, like, there's no government that is perfect. I'm just going to let you know. So even if you compare yourself, say, well, Yanda better pass. No, it's because the people, it took the people. So for let change happen as alone, it get to take we back. So now make like every day would they talk to your conscience and to your mind for say, now you not the biggest game changer. If you not be no damn day, one let you know this year. This entire year from January to December, you are the biggest game changer. You are the main piece on the chessboard. You not the main piece, not the checker. Now you not the main card. If not card game me the play, you are the main piece. So if you not play your role, then everything get to fall apart. And if each of us play our role, then things will move smoothly. Like for example, our guest is talking about his own skill sets in technology, in IT. If he doesn't play his role, maybe he has maybe God has a plan for him in a bigger scope of things when it comes to technology. And if he doesn't play his role, he's never going to attain that which is meant for him. And then that which is meant for him is also going to soften the blow or the cushion on the rest of mankind. And so maybe whatever God has blessed him with can actually fix an entire country. He doesn't know that. But if he doesn't play his role, he's never going to get there. And so now we're all going to suffer because there's one person we're supposed to get, we don't know yet, but we're all supposed to get something from it. So these are some of the things that we need to learn about playing your role and knowing that you're the main piece in whatever game we're playing. You are the main piece inside that game. And if we fail to do that, then we should not be complaining. We shouldn't. But we'll continue with the conversation as always on Radio Fry Fry. You can call me on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. I wanted to tap in, when you were talking about going for job interview, getting a job through like networking and stuff like that. So like recently, of course, Donald Trump is at the top of everybody's lips nowadays. But he made a change in the law on something called DEI, which has to deal with diversity. Especially in the workplace. And some people were complaining that some people woke up, I think, last week and they didn't have a job again. But it was on the basis, what he was saying was, people should be given jobs based on merit. Not on what you're explaining about. Well, we don't have a female, so let's just carry this one no more. Let's just because of diversity, or we don't have a black person. Okay, well let's just come with this other person just so that we can fit the bracket. It's wrong.
They don't meet the merits. Of
they
the
didn't
job.
meet. They don't meet the criteria of the job. And what we're explaining is everybody should meet the criteria of the job. So like if I go to an interview and you go to an interview and you are well prepared, I'm not prepared. But they need a female. Are they going to now not take you because I'm the only representing female there? But that's what we do in life. And then the whole system crashes. Now I enter the job, I know Sabi half of what's in Sabi. And he has 100% all the skill sets required for that job.
It takes time now for teacher.
Yeah. And then therefore take me now 20 years for arrive. Usai ain't already been reached. And then say they take 20 years. Do you know how much families they don't suffer? The productivity, the success of the company. But we sacrifice these things because of sabi or sababu as
Oda you sabi.
And it's not in some instances. In some instances it's incorrect. Especially when it comes to the development and the growth of things, it should always be based on merits, on your skill, and whatever experiences you have attained over the time. that has made you prepared, like what our guest is saying about being prepared, is very important. A lot of us, like, I've done lots of job interview. You're correct. A lot of people come, they're not prepared. Some people come to Radio Fry. I'm just going to let you know. You ask them, say, you don't ever watch show? No. What do you mean, no?
You don't know nothing, but
you've not. Okay, you don't go to the Facebook. No. Okay, what the website? No. You don't listen on radio? No. Why are you here? Why are you here?
But you are so polite. Most times you are so polite.
Yeah, most of the time I'm polite. But literally, like in my mind, I'm like, why are you here? You're wasting my time. There are other people that have done research. They're ready. They're prepared and ready to go. And you're coming to take their space and their time.
And our time.
Behave yourself. I always say that. Can you behave yourself? Because it's true. Like a lot of us go to interviews, or like you're saying, you don't get first class degree. You don't get second class degree, and for you feel like that's it. That's the only answer you needed to enter into the job world, and that is incorrect. Like you say, like you may have the degree, but you have not set yourself in the class to be ready and prepared for whatever role that you're having. And so when you should expect to fail. Hello, good morning. Hello. Yes, good morning. Your name and also the call you from, please.
Mr. Conte from Dauda Kenema.
Okay, Mr. Conte, continue.
Expect the unexpected. So you are talking about Donald Trump. So we should expect the unexpected.
Exactly.
They talk about the way the kind policy we don't throw against Africans more. If you don't get good paper in America, so you will expect most of our brothers they will come back. More a side example, more on Nigerians and other African countries. So that now we worry now. We always that will now sing. It can stand because when I always talk to expect the unexpected, and the unexpected they happen. We are talking about Democrats. Then true. Now somebody they can't as a dictator.
Very
so this
true.
Is an issue now.
Very true. Mr. Conte, thank you so much for your contribution.
Mr. Conte,
he's very passionate about what
but if we look at this thing, it's quite on the balance. If we look at from a very broad spectrum, American are for Americans. So if you an officer waiting Donald Trump they do is out of order. Because if, for example, you didn't have salon, you not get any like rights for dinner. Why should we be here?
Exactly.
Yes, we all go feel and say.
I mean, America is not the only place. There are other European countries that are worse than America.
Yeah,
but it's not on the limelight. That's
right. Yeah. But if I Russia, you get timeline. You deal with the business to for
bye bye.
I'll like accommodate 2 days before my visa done. They were like, oh wait, they're not. I said no. I'm going to that because those people they have policies.
Sure.
And policies should be implemented in full. Yeah. So for me, I don't think so. It's in Donald. They do the one thing is Donald is doing everything he is supposed to do for American people.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know.
I totally agree with that.
That's right, and I feel like if we have our African leaders
doing the same,
I guess we should be just fine as the Americans are. So that's why you see that the American people are really, even though some frown at his leadership kind of thing, but
the majority
agrees with him. Right? They want to see that most of the things have been implemented in the rightful way.
Yeah.
So it is about people getting to know that there are certain things that need not to be bent and need to be straight up in a certain way. So for me, I really like his kind of leadership.
And like he's saying, he started the deportation already. And 60% of the ones he started deporting are not Africans, are Mexicans. From the other countries surrounding that are bringing drugs. His own worries about bringing criminals into the United States. They've even reinforced the building of the Mexican-USA border. I was watching news this morning because now one thing they were like for the week money, but no waiting they happen around the world. And I want for Lepos in tell me. I want to see for myself.
Sure. And similarly to what Donald Trump is doing, do you know Ghana has already been doing that for a very long time? Like you can't go like us as Africans. Like according to the Sierra Leone law, you cannot attain nationalization or taking the identity as a Sierra Leonean unless you have Negro descent. Very clear.
Yeah.
So we get we own rule back home. So that means if Donald Trump decide for Kai one be Sierra Leonean, the law guiding us say Negro.
Papa, yeah.
So go find the Negro side. We're not black basically.
Yeah.
You have to be black. You have to be African for you to be able to attain that. Okay, going to Ghana now. When you go to Ghana right now, even us as Africans or Sierra Leonean cannot just uproot and just go to Ghana and say, give me job.
No.
The first rule is you always employ a Ghanaian first.
That's how
And then now you can consider somebody else. So everybody has, it's just that it's not in the limelight.
Yeah.
And people need to understand that. So if they brought all of those laws or guiding principles to the limelight, everybody will have a problem with everybody. And everybody's seeking out for their own persons.
Yeah. You're talking about Ghana. Tanzania is worse. Tanzania, in fact, when late Magufuli was alive, they passed a law wherein if you come in there to open a company or like an organization, of course, 50% of your staff should be Tanzanians. That's the first rule. And if you want to bring an expert,
you really have to show cause.
It should be known that there's nobody in Tanzania, the
Wow.
whole of Tanzania, who cannot do that job before you bring an expert.
Wow.
If you are bringing an expert, you're only bringing him for 2 years, and you're going to provide 3 Tanzanians
They're learning on
to
that.
be
Learning.
After the 2 years, the expert goes, and you are going to take one of them and you pay them the same salary you are paying.
Me, I love Tanzania. Take me there now.
That's the same policy I think Ghana is implementing, and I think we should be thinking about this for our country. We should be thinking that let Sierra Leoneans be at the top.
The priority.
Let us be prioritized over anybody that is coming here. Then and until then, we'll start to see value upon ourselves as Sierra Leoneans.
And we have a lot of valuable people that we're not placing values on.
That's the thing.
We're missing them. Yeah.
When you go out there, you see how much, smart Sierra Leoneans are. There's this lady, Hannah. She's an adopted sister to me. We are going to the same church. She was the best graduate in students in 2013. Economics. When she graduated, she did not apply for a scholarship. A scholarship applied for her. I put it that way. At Sussex University in UK. She went there. She graduated with a distinction. Rushing everybody in the class, Ghanaians, British, Indians,
Nigerian, everybody.
As soon as she was done with the masters, West London University called her. Hey, come, they give PhD scholarship. Boom. Now she's an associate professor at the age of 35.
Wow.
She's smart, focused. She's proving that Sierra Leoneans can be the best.
Once given the opportunities,
In fact,
and you're being fair.
She should be coming back to this country working at the Bank of Salon because
we can
the knowledge we get now, not to the knowledge we the one that we did it now we get 1980. It's even good with the suffer with the last bank governor. In PhD, we get a 1980 PhD, and the policies and
everything
theories
has changed.
Old and archaic ones. Bringing in new theory. We are in the 21st century. New ideas, new policies. We go able to make this country in dollar business go down because if we're not able to get young people up there, a problem.
And even let's continue for talk on that. Even on things like when it comes to food. Again, I will talk about Ghana because now me don't read and see about they place an emphasis on the local produce more than international imported stuff.
You're right.
Whereas we're placing our value, salon, wake up, place you value on international food. We're not so than they produce them. And so people are able to feed themselves on a daily basis because they know that yabas, that tamatis, it's local produce here. So I can buy enough of that and eat. And so if you go to those, I'm not saying that they're not, they don't have places where people are poor, but they can eat. Like they can have their minimum food for the day. The same with Nigeria. So when it comes to us now, you take the international food and you're placing it with the same value of a local food, and so now people cannot make a choice. They can't afford it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the price of pepper. Pepper is being grown here, Abi.
Yeah, but still, also imported.
But now 15 leons.
But still,
onions. Yeah. Accordingly, apparently. Yeah. But that should, like, a local produce like that should not be so expensive. Yeah. And so now, if I was taking 100 leons, to make a meal for my family, now you need like 250 to 300 or even 400,000 to have a good, nutritious, thank you,
balanced,
thank you, because not to just rest and empty plazas,
Maggie,
and then there's no protein much going in there. Not to that what they talk about. People should be able to eat their basic meal, and it should be nutritious enough. And these are some of the things that we're talking about when it comes to policies and governing law and implementation. That's important for us to grow. But we'll continue the conversation.
Conversation took an unexpected turn.
No, not really, because we're talking about President Trump.
Yeah.
Being unexpected to the people who are immigrants have gone there expecting that everything is going to be so right now, like Mr. Conte says from Kenema, I say would expect them for Canberra. Don't listen, we have space for you. There's lots of space.
The room that will be left yesterday. So like when you talk about food and stuff, me said on Ghana, see how them policies are.
Sorry. Okay. Hello,
yeah.
Yes, good morning. Your name and also the call you from, please.
My name is Drisa Sheku Musiwe. I call from Bo.
From Bo, okay.
Expect the unexpected. I do the first degree. I started in Nigeria. 3 years I take. A lecturer for straight B for money. I transfer go for the college. The expectation for 4 years. I did it for 6 years.
Okay. Wow.
Then expect the unexpected. Then I do the postgraduate Master of Philosophy, MPhil, a double master's at Fobe College. The same lecturer in Nigeria, we frustrated for money business. They go turn out to me external examiner instead of 2 years, MPhil, and 5 years back.
Wow.
To the same lecturer. Then I don't do the PhD. The doctorate online in America. Now I don't apply in Nigeria for lecture because my philosophy, my area.
Okay.
The MPhil is Master of Philosophy. PhD is Doctor of Philosophy. The MPhil is Master of Philosophy. So I forgot a lecture room for better impact knowledge. I can Nigeria apply. The one that already did it, this lecture will frustrate me. Expect the unexpected. Now, social body did it. They're not giving no breathing space. So, which I go do?
Hello?
Wow.
Hello? Okay, we missed the final part of what we try to say. We'll call her from
the. Waiting actually a sense in this is. I want in this like cohabitator, you see, you get lecture what you face. There's division 2 face you get. This is just
an example
scenario of waiting. Ability to explain, but the fact that you don't want to pursue undergraduate, you want to a master's, you want to PhD, and now the person come for job.
Yeah,
we know to you, Papa gets the university. If I can put on the way, it's heart-rending, and it is very, very bad.
Yeah.
So how you go to feel? Are you able for sleep? For say you disadvantage somebody because of your own selfish interest. This is one of the things we need for change.
Yeah.
That's one thing we don't have in our university. I'm sorry I'm talking about my university because that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
We get
but it's the people, it's not actually the institution.
The people.
And the people are the ones running the institution. Yeah, I understand.
We the people who make the institution at this material moment.
Of course.
We'll come the other people and come now, then make it. So like the reason we make mention of that day because that the kind way we own leadership structured.
Yeah.
We get a leader, Professor Philip John Kanu, we believe in equality, believe in giving opportunities to younger people. Now we get younger lecturers coming in there. As ITs, research teaching assistants, them, those with younger masters. One thing where you always done the push, I remember 4 or 5 years ago, because we are not a university, we are polytechnic. We always tell people, "Una go study. You will get degree, go do masters. You will get masters, go do PhD. Prepare yourself for the university, But this lackadaisical mentality, attitude will get that's alone. Makes so many people are not take advantage of the opportunity. Now, boom, it is here now. The university is here.
Can grab opportunity. Yeah.
How do you want to come into university when you are not qualified for it? You want to go to a classroom, you not get PhD, you not get masters. How you want to go teach degree when a degree you get? Another way than call well. And one person don't push you. They put grants them out there. You can imagine a vice chancellor, they put a seed money for grants. Nobody know they go for it. Only few people they go for it. So these are some of the things where they get a good leader. You get somebody who want to push you to your best. Where your salary increase, not only you can get more.
Sure.
Now for you. Now that's one thing they always tell you. But if you know they take the advantage, are you going to blame him at the end of the day? Like what we talk for your own problem? No, you know they blame him. So for this man, it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, it does, and it kind of lowers your energy because it lower you drive for even like wake up and just keep going. Like when people keep continuously doing that, but like sometime later in the year, these conversations will come up with regards accountability and having a conscience. Apart from the school sphere, you have hospital, you have nurses and doctors that are behaving the same way. There's so many different places, and we have to attack those conversations because it's physically killing people, and destroying futures, possible futures out of, we don't even understand what it is. And like our guest is saying, is that the kind of leadership we want? None of us are enjoying that kind of leadership. So why are we showing it? Why are we doing it every day? What is the excuse that we have? Because you suffer, so all man for suffer. That is not a great mentality to have. Anyway, we'll continue with the conversation. Expect the unexpected, and I can call we on 088-971-971. We have opportunity for like 2 more callers to call in and share their own experiences. But we'll continue to discuss the unexpected. One point we have deliberated on it a little bit, but it's about managing disappointment. A lot of people don't know how to manage disappointment when they face rejection or they have failures. They close off and they feel like the whole world is against them, and so they find it difficult to even move to whatever next stage that they're supposed to. So in your own personal experience, because it will help guide the conversation a little bit, what disappointments have you faced and you've managed it? I mean, you've already explained from the beginning concerning that, but maybe elaborate a little bit more so that people can understand how to manage a disappointment in life.
That I think I think I've had series of disappointments because life itself, it's a risk, so you have to take it, like you rightfully mentioned, that tomorrow is not even promised. We're only hoping and praying that God wakes up every day, gives us and we hold on to his promises of longevity. So like in the software, I'm a software developer.
Okay.
I've been disappointed a lot of time. People will call you that, oh, this is a job, this is all you do for me, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, at the 11th hour, I was like, boom, boom, happen. For me, I can just look at them, for managing kind of situation, and I get one thing for me, wait something more on me. Like if I'm really stressed out, first I go in house, I put me speaker on, I get me rechargeable, I put gospel, I let her sleep.
No worry,
By the time they wake back, it's like nothing happened.
I love that one. I love that one.
Once I begin things, maybe later I go, if I see the post, I go say, okay. I've been disappointed. When it comes to relationship, in fact, I don't know say this post here will not get for work again, but that kind of faith way you get, man, you the man up. If I can put it in that way. But the person can always tell me, say, I don't understand you. Because I will act normal, like nothing is happening. The time they expect now, the time they say, okay, you know what, this is not working. Don't mind just going away, something like that. But when you have to manage disappointments or even hurt, learn to go to your closet. That moment, before pray, just put music, don't sleep. That's my own way of handling disappointment or stress, if I can put it in that way.
Yeah, stress, for sure. Martin.
Yes, so for me, when I was in my first year in high school, I like explaining this more because for the fact that what happened there on that very day helped me to become who I am today, right? So yes, I was faced with both the verbal and physical signs of glossophobia. And the following week, I didn't go to school, right? I tried as much as I can to refrain myself from assemblies, anything that has to do with Gary, because I feel like the past trauma experiences, they always the precipitate end, the surface back, right? But at the end, I thought I watched myself say, I cannot be in this uncomfortable zone forever. And I took 3 oaths to myself. Firstly, to ensure that I develop and master the art of speaking in public. Then secondly, ensure to establish an institution that will help other young people not to face what I face again. And thirdly was to ensure that I be a voice that will help other young people to discover their own different voices. And I've been on that path. So on Times Without Number, I don't carefully manage some of the institutions. I just say participate by lots of different conferences, seminars, and trainings, and learn from people, right? Then equally, I did research. I associated myself with people that are already excelling in the art or in the disciplines, right? And from time to time, I became the Martinez. People are now paying to go and listen and learn from at the end of the day. So there will be unexpected situations that will come along the way. But of course, you need to learn of the fact that these are things that are meant to happen. It is life, right? You go plan, say, okay, where lights come, I go iron. If lights don't come,
what else? Yeah, what next?
Just like yesterday, there was no light, right? So how I go come for this program? I was hoping to put on a white shirt and we could come on tomorrow, right? Whereas you know what? Okay, I get polo away, of course, and the suit here already iron, so I will just put the polo on there. And now I'm here, right? Looking as smart as I am. So that is it. So we have to firstly embrace the fact that things are going to happen. With your consent, not without your consent. So what you should do is to know how to react on them without doing anything odd or outside your scope. And that is just how life should be to a certain extent. Yeah. So that's it.
Thank you so much for that. If you be the listen, I'll say you don't learn small thing about how to manage disappointment, because we need more lesson on how to manage disappointment. Cause we can be
all the time
thrown off. Everything is disappointing. So you need to find a way to manage it. But we don't cancel the end of the conversation. We'll not receive any more calls anymore. But once we go on with Facebook and read some of the comments, then we get a comment from Joshua Johnson that says, "Good morning, Radio Fry. Good morning, Sierra Leone." Thank you. That's a very big, loud good morning. We'll continue with some of the comments them on Facebook. We have one from Mohammed Fofana that says, "Experience, brah." I know what you mean. We have another comment from James. He says, "Good morning, Radio Fry. Great topic, very educative. Thank you all at BSM." Well, thank you too for taking the opportunity to even go on our Facebook and send your comments. Those are all our comments that we have for today. We hope that you've enjoyed this chapter 16 of your journal into your life that you are rewriting for 2025. We want you to be renewed, and we want you to have hope and know that everything is going to be good, it's going to be well,
all right,
and God is behind you as long as you
get back in.
Yes, you have to call upon him. And our verse for today, I want to read that one more time, because it's very, very important, because it lets us know that as much as you think you're in control, God has his own destiny. Again, your own ship where they take you for go. Our verse of the day is coming from Proverbs. Yes.
19:21.
Yes.
We say there are so many plans in a man's heart, but the purpose of the Lord prevails.
Yeah. And we're leaving you with that for think about it. We'll come back tomorrow. So if you get boku plan, it's okay. No problem with that. God recognizes those things, and God wants you to have those things, by the way, because he blesses the works of your hands. So you have to be doing something for him to be able to bless you. But you also have to remember that his purpose is what prevails at the end of the day. So hope you're refreshed today. Have a lovely day.
Have a lovely day. Bye.
Mommy, Papa, for California.
You need these shoes? Yes, okay. And then this watch shoes also. Yes. Okay, Columbus, Ohio, and that's your sister. All right. Yes, she will give you this. And this hat also is for you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. Felix, Mama Kariatun Pikin, from California, sir. Yes, sir. No, not so dandy. Now money give $500, sir.
Unfortunately, your money is not here yet. And there's a little bit of delay in the flight. Something happened and they said our suitcases,
Wait for me. This English way they pan for pack and they are. What's up? Now forgive me money. What's up, Kumba?
Are you serious? Do you know who the hell you're talking to?
I know. Who that they call you call Obi girl? This that I know. Now me money I want. See what's up.
Next time, tell your mama say, wait, you want send money for you. Let him use free money.
Free money?
Yes, with free money. You go able to receive money. All of us are.
Don't let that uncle give you excuses. Tell your family or loved ones in the UK, USA, Guinea, and Gambia to send money directly into your AfriMoney wallet using EasyPay, Afro International, or BNB Cash App. AfriMoney, quick and easy.